we're midway through the games for the day. We got Brook Point and Logan coming up at 5. Both teams are here. You can see the Logan fan base starting to come in to the Civic Center. I expect from about 5 o'clock on for this place to be rocking.
They say the capacity is about 1,500 here. I'm expecting at least 1,500 people.
We could be standing room only.
I hope. I mean, I would love to be a part of a huge atmosphere. Me being new to the Southern West Virginian basketball world, I wouldn't mind seeing things getting a little crazy.
That's right.
I mean,
we might be in the right place.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica White's that whole family's got the perceptions a little false, a little bit of Boone County.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will tame the spots a little bit.
Yeah, we can shine a little different light on it.
You know.
Savvy veteran coach, right before half. What do you think he told his boys, Tony? Pat McGinnis.
I'm going to say the ball's going to go over to Keffer. That's my call.
I've not seen anybody on this Winfield team be afraid to shoot a 3 yet. I don't know the official stat on that, but it looks like just everybody's, shooting from everywhere.
And it ends up being number 10, Kessler. Misses a 3, but we're going to have a foul now. Chris Turner fouling Cornett. They'll be Turner's first. Team 6, both teams in a bonus the last 13 seconds. Now under 10 and counting. And we're going to have a steal by Keffer. Let's see what happens here. He's going to go the whole court, and he's going to be fouled. 5.3 seconds left, and another turnover forced by Winfield. And I don't know how many turnovers that is for Pike County Central, but when you can't think of how many they've had, that means they've had too many.
Yeah, that's normally not a good night, Tony. That every time they're getting down in the corner, and this Winfield team's just sliding over, they're trapping them, they're forcing these cross-court passes. Like Mr. Keffer did right there, he just stepped in the passing lane.
And let's see if he can, when he misses the first one, he's now, that was his first missed free throw of the night. He connected on his first 2. So let's see if he can bring this percentage back up here to 75% on the day and split this attempt. And he does. 36-24, 12-point game. And it's going to be off the foot. The number 10, Kessler, and there's 0.4 seconds left, so about all we can do here is a tip. There's not enough time to catch and shoot.
That's correct.
And the shot is no good.
No.
There's not enough time.
We got to make an official call here.
They're going to count it. There's no way. Wow. Carwell's got a legitimate reason to be flipping out right now.
Yeah, he is not happy, Tony.
Wow, that ball touched the player's hands. We saw it right here in front of us.
That's correct.
Well, in a nutshell, that's been the story. I'm kind of glad that happened here for our viewers if you're just tuning in. That's been the tale of this game. Winfield's getting a lot of breaks. Pike County Central making a lot of turnovers. Just not executing very well, not much going their way, and as you saw it right there, not even getting the calls from the refs at this point.
Winfield is playing, energy-wise, Tony, at a whole different level than the Pike County team. Everything that they're doing is right due to hustle. They're scrapping around for balls. They're catching the Pike County Central team, standing, looking for the rebound. They're sliding in, boxing them out. Coach McInnes just has to be tickled with these teams for the first half.
Absolutely, and him losing, he also mentioned in the interview about how he lost Advin Klein, the Kanawha Valley Player of the Year, who's now playing his college ball up at Alderson Broaddus College under Greg Zimmerman and that great program up there. So he's replacing, he said he lost everything. He said everything was going down through him last year, and now they're playing up-tempo, and he said that's something they're not used to doing compared to last year. And I tell you what, I don't believe it after what I just saw.
Well, I'll tell you, they looked athletic. I mean, they did. They can get up and down the floor. I'm not sure.
But either way, the score at halftime, 38-24. We're going to take a brief break, and we're going to come back with the second half action of this contest between Winfield, as they lead 38-24 against the Pike County Central Hawks out of Kentucky in this Coalfield Shootout on WVSportsNet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.
And we're back here at the Madison Civic Center. Second half getting ready to get underway here. Pike County Central trailing the Generals of Winfield High School out of Putnam County, West Virginia, 38-24. As it has been a one-sided affair starting in the second quarter. It started to show that way in the first half. And we'll go over some quick scoring here, and we'll talk a little bit about what we thought of the first half. Aaron Keffer led the way for all scorers for Winfield. He ended up with 12 points in the first half. And Aaron Keffer and Kessler. Kessler had 7. Zach Gunner, the big man, he ended up with 4. Ricky Cantrell with 7. And Cameron Powell with a 3. And then Chris Turner with 2 mid-range jumpers off the bench to round out the scoring for Winfield. And now, real quick, for Pike County Central, they were led in scoring by Hobo McCoy, to little to no surprise to many who were expecting the Pikeville commitment. He ended up with 2 threes, 2 twos, and a free throw to give himself 11 points in the first half. Dylan Mead with 2, Justin Runyon with 2, Brent Cornett with 2, Blake Clark with 2, Corey Schaus off the bench with 3, and Adam Doherty with 2. So a very well-rounded scoring effort other than Hobo McCoy, John, for Pike County Central, as he had 11, and then everybody else kind of had 1 field goal here, 1 field goal there.
Yeah, he was the main source of their offense. They just really, 24 points in 2 quarters, they just really didn't put anything together rhythm-wise, Tony. So we'll be interested to see, Carwile, he's grouped these guys. He's had about 10, 15 minutes to talk to them, so we'll see what they come out with here in the third quarter.
Alrighty, and both teams now are taking the floor. And I think Coach Carwile is still trying to plead his case for the end of the half there on that field goal. Maybe not. We're guesstimating. And the action is underway.
Yeah, Tony, take a minute here at the third quarter. It's such a great atmosphere when you get to play in an event like this. We're sitting here, we're watching a great game of basketball, and we see team after team just come in, their fan base following them, repping their colors. It's just a great feeling, to be around this kind of high school basketball action.
And Blake Clark there makes the basket for Pike County Central. Oh, excuse me. Wrong team. I think that was Garen Kessler, excuse me. But now here on the other, Hobo McCoy going to try to respond. No good. Rebound goes to Winfield. Cameron Powell, and he's going to be fouled. Now Hobo McCoy now with 3 fouls, John, so let's see how that works out. I'm sure not too well for Pike County Central.
No, when he cannot be aggressive, we'll see how this Pike County team, how they do. It's tough playing with foul trouble, Tony.
And now they're going to try to beat the ball down low to Gunner. He's going to kick it back out to Powell. He's going to go back in, up with the layup. Shot partially deflected. But Keffer there with the rebound. It's going to be tapped out of bounds, and I believe it's going to stay with Winfield.
He has been around the ball all night, Tony.
Keffer really has been a go-getter, John. Inbounding the ball will be Powell. He'll get the ball into Kessler. Oh, nearly a traveling violation there by Cantrell, but no call as they try to get the ball back down to Gunner. They're going to kick it back out to Powell and reset the offense.
Let's try to see if they get their man here at 42. Keffer involved after that stellar first half he had.
And there he is. Speaking of the man, and you were right on cue with that, John. Good call. And speaking of calls, there's a foul called on the play that'll send that'll send Keffer to the line to shoot two.
I like seeing that, Tony. I like seeing when a good pump fake, step to the side, put the ball down, go to the basket.
And then that'll be Brent Cornett's first foul. And the first free throw up and good for Keffer. He has now hit 4 of 5, so let's see if he can make it 5 of 6. And like he's making liars out of us with this preseason poor free throw shooting.
Yeah, he's been the only one, Tony. He's been pretty solid there tonight, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
41-24 is now your score. Make that 42-24. Winfield now by 18. 6:30 remaining in the third quarter. As Hobo McCoy leads the troops of Pike County Central Hawks up the floor. As now McCoy has the ball. And he was looking for a no-look pass to Blake Clark, but that was no good.
It looks to me, Tony, this Pike Central team they're trying to force it.
And now they're just getting frustrated.
That's right. And anytime you take your head out of the game at any level, it spells disaster for not only your whole ball team.
Now Keffer over to Powell. Powell up top to Kessler. Fires a three. And now a second three-pointer for Kessler as he now has 12 points of his own. A very quiet 12 points.
That's right. He's commanded this offense up top all night.
Now McCoy's going to try to feed it down low, and he's going to get it back out on the give and go to Blake Clark. Now Dylan Mead nearly traveling, gives it over. McCoy's going to go across the lane and one. Drawing committing the foul, I should say, is Kessler. That'll be his first.
That's a good, strong move right there by Hobo.
And 45-26 is your score. Agreed. It was much needed as they were down by 20. And now McCoy connects on the free throw. He has 2 of 3. Now here we go on the other end. McCoy's going to push the break. He's going to get it over to Clark. No good, but McCoy there with the follow.
A rare turnover right there by Winfield. We hadn't saw that tonight. They've brought the ball up the floor pretty well all night and smooth, too.
Now back on the other end, Gunter with a nice way of using the rim as an extra shield there and does the nice reverse layup to make it 47-29, 18-point lead with 5 minutes to go. And now we have a scoring frenzy all of a sudden. Corey Schaus getting another basket off the bench.
They're going to count the basket there, too, Tony.
So the and one. And they're going to give the foul to number 22, Gunner. That'll be his second.
Well, I tell you, it's not the traditional three that we're used to, Tony, but if he can get this here, it's a good 6-point swing. We talk about momentum all the time. You just got to build a little bit, and it'll begin to roll.
I mean, they need a lot of momentum being down 16 this late in the game, but we'll see how it goes as he misses the and one attempt. Now here on the other end, we have a missed three by Kessler. And now McCoy's going to go the ball up the floor.
Good
and McCoy, he now has 18 points. So McCoy inching close to that 20-point mark. And what's scary is the team's only got 33.
It's been a one-sided affair for this blue and orange team. It's been all ran through Hobo.
And why not? I mean, if he's your go-to guy and you're struggling as a team, why not go to him? And so far, that's what we're seeing here in the second half as it started out with Winfield extending everything. But now in the last couple minutes, we've seen an offensive explosion. And that led to going from 21 points down, now only down by 14.
That's right.
7-point swing. That'll change things.
A lot of game left to be played too, Tony.
Absolutely. 1.5 quarters remaining, and sometimes that fourth quarter will drag on forever.
That's right.